Hello, Blue Justin here, still Justin, still not blue, and today for the first time in a very long time it's going to be an unboxing, and that's the unboxing of the item I showed you at the end of my last Steelbook haul video. And for the many of you apparently who haven't seen that, it's a big Top Gun set. When I say a big Top Gun set, this is the box that it came in. And this is the box that came in, the Amazon box that it came in. So we're not just talking this is what Amazon put it in or whatever. Oh no, this is the whole thing just to make sure it got properly protected. So I'll open it up and hopefully you can see how they've done a good job here. I'll probably not be able to see for a sec, but here we go. As you can see, they've got the soft corners all the way around to make sure that it's fully, I'm just going to pop them down out of the way, fully protected. And yeah, see they've got those around the bottom corners as well. So anyway, we don't need the box anymore. And inside the box, as I showed you before, this is what the whole thing looks like in full. Looks absolutely fantastic. Well, it does in my opinion. Now, before we raise, my expectations were raised. Now, we all know that, well, I don't not want to presume, but generally speaking, if you get one of those mystery boxes from various places that sell them, they sort of do the guarantee that the items in the box will be worth more than the box costs, even assuming that you actually want all the items in the box, which you don't normally. But I've tended to find with collector's editions and things like that for Blu-rays and 4Ks, this is the exact opposite of the case, and no pun intended. And what they'll actually do is they'll put in a poster and 6 art cards and put it in a nice slip case, and then they'll charge you an extra 10 or 15 quid on top, which it's certainly not worth. So I'm not expecting miracles here, especially considering this is, as you can guess, far from cheap. I can't remember off the top of my head what the official name for it is. I call it the Nutter Fans box set. I think it's called the Superfans or something. So yeah, and talking of price, I'm not going to get into huge details, except to say that if you do happen to want it, now's probably not your best time for getting it, because I've seen it at significantly less than the recommended retail. The recommended retail is essentially 100 quid. I've seen it go for as low as something like 67. A couple of weeks it was down at on Amazon. Amazon normally have it for around the 75 mark now, but everybody has it either at 99.99 or 97 pounds something at the moment. So yeah, I think it's one of those items that they've still got it in stock, because I mean it's obviously still very expensive and nobody's goes around sort of like saying, oh, I'll tell you what, I'll just pick one of those up this weekend. So if you do want it, I would suggest, I'm just going to start opening it, I would suggest waiting around for a significant price drop, which is almost definitely going to happen. As you can see, sorry, you can't see at the moment, but the age sticker there is on the shrink wrap outside, so that's not going to detract. That's the box with the shrink wrap off. It's a lot less reflective, which is good for me and the lights. It's a matte finish on the box. That's the front. The back has a piece of paper attached telling you what's in there, but we're going to see what's in there in a moment. So, well, I don't want to give you too much of a look first. Now, I presume that peels off. I shall just, yeah, it does. It's got that sticky glue. I shall just get that off and out of the way. Put it out of there, over there. There's nothing particular on the back of the box, I'm afraid. It's just a plain thing noting that it's a Skydance and Paramount. So then the next thing is, of course, to get into the box. Now, obviously you could see just then I just took the shrink wrap off, so I haven't got into the box before, so I'm not sure how it opens. Is it sliding, or is it... Oh no, it opens like forward, like just slides up like that. And the first thing you see is what it's, to be fair, what should be the start of any physical media box set, which is the physical media, in this case 2 steelbooks side by side, one for Maverick, the Top Gun, the original Top Gun, and one for Top Gun Maverick. Now, what I really like, obviously, is that these are unique to this set. They're not just taking the regular steelbooks, putting them in a box and adding lots of money. At least they're putting in enough effort that they have produced unique steelbooks for the set. I shall take this out and show. That's the original Top Gun one with the F-14 on the back. And that's the Top Gun Maverick one with the F-18 on the back. Not quite sure. I think that might be the single-seater, but yes, okay. And then there's, so hard to manoeuvre a bit, there's a tag that you pull to lift up that tray to get at the bits underneath, which is where all the extra goodies are. Now, like I said, I'm not expecting, and as far as I'm aware, then in no way will these add up to the extra money you're probably having to spend to get this. But the whole point you're buying it for really is the fact it's unique. It's got unique steelbooks in. You can't get these things anywhere else, as far as I'm aware. First up, I should just look. I'll show you what it opens up to. That's what you got on top. Obviously the box itself is considered part of the package because, you know, it's a unique design. I and you can't just, well, you could just put the steelbooks on the shelf, perfectly reasonable, but as a set, they're part of, you know, this box. So first up we have an envelope which I shall open up and see what's they put inside. Right, okay, what have we got here? Right, photos. Now this is interesting in that a lot of the time when you get art cards and things like that, what you get is they are specifically printed on card. These are actually meant to be the photos that were up on Maverick's pinboard or wall, and they are actually, they feel certainly like they are actually printed as photographs. Someone's gone to a lot of effort here and I'm very impressed. That's Viper, younger Viper, Dom Skerritt, with Maverick's father when he used to fly the F4s off the Oriskany. Now that's not an F4 in the background, that's an A4. And now I'm going Skyhawk with a refueling probe. And there's one of Goose in front of you with one from the original film, I believe. Again, these are photos rather than cards, which feels really, really nice. And that's on the edge of the hangar deck, the first one, near the end of the movie. Fantastic shot. And here we go, finally, of the iconic one of the front of the F-14. I shall quickly slip those away because I don't want them to get separated and lost. I normally do these things afterwards. I shall try to do them quickly. Next up we have these. Now these look a bit like stickers, and in a certain way they are, but and I'm not going to peel them out of their background, but I probably will do at some point. I won't keep them together as a just for monetary set. I mean, I've opened it now. It's lost lots of its intrinsic value for resale, etc. So, and I that doesn't bother me. I wanted the contents, and that's those aren't stickers. What they are is they are. I will try to peel one out easily. Or will it come or not? Yeah. There we go. There's a sort of like plastic backing like that, as you can see. And these are, I haven't got anything to, also I have got something to prove it on. They're magnetic, so they're not very strongly magnetic, but then again that's stainless steel, so you wouldn't expect very strong. But those will probably go up on my fridge somewhere. Okay, right, tucking those back away in the envelope before they decide to go on an escape trip. Right, next up we have These are hard to get at. Pair of, not separating, dog tags, military style dog tags. I imagine those are about the correct size. Maybe they're a bit short actually, I'm not sure. Obviously this, in a real military situation, you'd have your name and rank and serial and that's blood group and that sort of thing on there for identification purposes. In this case, one has Tom Cruise Top Gun Maverick on. Not sure if I can get, hopefully you can read that. And obviously they are printed on the metal. It's not just written on or anything stupid like that. And that one is closer, but obviously not as accurate. That's Mitchell, comma Pete, bracket Maverick for call sign. And there we go. That's it. And these are the rubber surrounds that you get on real dog tags that, well, most people put them on there just on cutting into the skin. If you are having to wear dog tags in the military, and also if you're not necessarily as a pilot, but if you're in the armed forces and you're moving around behind or near enemy positions, then you don't want them clanking together, giving away your position. So you put silencers on. Next up we have, not sure I can get this out easily either. I'll cut it out if I can't. Sticker on it saying it's made from eco-friendly brass material. So that's good, which means it'll be water resistant. It's a Maverick leather keyring, I imagine, keyring fob. I'm not quite sure because it comes with a ring with sort of a ball ring, I think, on this end. Same back and front, except it's upside down on each other, so that says, I hope you can see, Maverick. Yes, put it the right way up for you. But if I turned it around that way, it would be the wrong way. So it's that way up, on the back, on the reverse. And a quick experiment. Yes, I thought so. The end piece is threaded, so you can thread through there, and if you're actually using it as a keyring, you could then, instead of the usual style of keyring, which is with my fingers a right nightmare, trying to get it through that little clip bit and force it round, you can just undo. They're both threaded, so you can undo one of the threads, pop the keys on, and Bob's your uncle. And finally, actually no, I'll take that off because I'll take that off for now because it won't lie flat and the metal will stick up into the bottom of the tray that goes on top, because the tray is flat on the bottom with the one with the discs in it. So I'll have to fix that in a minute. But finally, we have, is it four beer mats stroke coasters, which are really nice, and they're not cheap, much nicer than the ones you actually get in pubs. They have been coated it feels like with slightly plastically material. They're not, doesn't feel like they're plastic, it does feel like they're proper card as they would be, but they've got a slight plastic coat feel which would make them moisture resistant, which is nice. And as you can see from the designs, that's the hard deck, which is the bar which Penny Benjamin owns in Maverick. Open daily 10 a.m. till 2 a.m. Good stuff. And yeah, so that's very nice actually. That was just a Vita USA Top Gun. This is another one for the hard deck, different design though. Happy hour every hour on that one. Well, it is when she rings the bell. Somebody doesn't play the tab properly. And that one's got the dogfight football champions. It's got a picture of for North Island, and it's got a picture of an American football with flight wings either side of it, which is very nice. Like I said, whilst these things probably don't necessarily add up to a huge amount of money, for decent quality beer mats, some fridge magnets, some flexible fridge magnets, a leather key fob, and some dog tags. What I will say is that they are all exceedingly exceedingly high quality. They haven't skimped in that way. They might have, they haven't got just packed it out with a poster and art cards that coming out of its bottom of the box, whatever. It's really been made quite well, despite the fact it was sadly made in China, who was supposed to be the opponents in the original shotgun, except they removed it and replaced it with the word enemy because they didn't want to mess up the distribution rights of the film in various parts of the world, which they might do if they upset someone like that. So anyway, just going a little bit further on that side, you said I've shown you the outside of those. Might as well complete the proper show around, which therefore is that's, as we've said, I'm saying you, that's the front, that's the back, that's the spine. It's nice obviously that you don't have to put the age rating sticker on it in the UK, because it's inside a box and therefore it won't matter. This is the inside. The discs are just plain, which is a bit of a shame. Just shiny discs. Have they got anything behind? Now that's a shame as well. They have only got they've got no images. There would have been plenty of choices of images that they could have picked, but no, that's just what you get, the steel that matches the inside of the box. And I imagine that the Maverick one is going to be very similar. One can always hope. No, I'm afraid same in the sense that it's just spinning the discs to present it a little better. That's the inside, same faux metal finish plate and just standard shiny discs, but it's the content that matters, as we know, and the content on those discs is absolutely superb. As I mentioned, I think in the past, the amount of extras that's actually on here. I'll just here we go. That back bit. I don't know if I'll bother stick back down on it. Special features like the legacy of Top Gun on your 6, 30 years of Top Gun, Danger Zone, the making of, 6-part documentary, commentary by the filmmakers and naval experts, Tom Cruise interviews, multi-angle storyboards, best of the best inside the real Top Gun, behind the scenes featurette, survival training featurette, more. And on Maverick, there's cleared for takeoff, breaking new ground, a love letter to aviation, forging the Dark Star, that's the hypersonic aircraft near the beginning, masterclass with Tom Cruise, and music videos. So yeah, that's I'm sure there's actually more than that on there as well. Okay, one last look at the inside, as much as I can show you that I don't come up. It's about the size I can fit, just about, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, that's the inside of this lovely box. Does it slide in, or is it sort of magnetic? I think it's sort of. Is it magnet? Yes, it feels like it's either. Yes, it's magnetic on the front to close to keep this flap down. It must have little magnets, but when the magnets start to go, which inevitably they do. This doesn't feel like one that's going to spring open anyway. The original DVD set, I think it was, of the new Doctor Who TARDIS set looked absolutely lovely, but it was all held together with little magnets on the flaps, and when the magnets started to go, all the things popped open because they were all under pressure, whereas this one, it's quality, high quality, and it's bent into the right shape to start with, so the magnets are just there to stop it flipping up if it's accidentally knocked a bit. So that's a much better design. And again, I shall just give you a full overview, and you've seen the back and it's boring and black, but there's the dark grey, whatever, and that's the front, which runs right onto the back. Is there anything on the end? No, the ends are the same as the back, but the bottom there, that flows round. See? So all in all, an absolutely stunning set, but not cheap. And I would certainly say, if you're going to get it, and you're a super fan and you really do want those steelbooks that aren't available anywhere else as individual items, and even if that's just the reason you're going for it, then wait until somebody like Amazon has another sale. Maybe it'll be on Black Friday, it'll have a sudden price drop back down to its 65 point that it did for a couple of weeks a while back. When you think about it, it was only the price of two 4K steelbooks anyway, and these are unique 4K steelbooks, and you are getting the collector's case as well, so that will be more reasonable. But I certainly wouldn't, if I was you and you're in the situation now, knowing that it's quite often been around about the £75 mark, then the fact it's gone up to 97 sounds like it's gone up in preparation for an upcoming sale, so so they can say this has been at a higher price point for more than such and such a period of time, so it's we're allowed to call it a sale item, because that's officially the law, I believe, in the UK. Right, that is the end of the unboxing of the Top Gun Superfan set, or Nutter set as I call it. I am very, very pleased with it, and I hope you enjoyed having a look inside. I'm not sure too many people are going to open their sets to show on camera, because obviously the second you open something this collectible, it will lose its long-term resaleability. Since I'm not going to sell it, it doesn't matter to me. But yes, absolutely fantastic. I do think it's the only thing I think it would have been nice is if they'd had an updated, if you like, booklet, like they included the book in, I think it was in the Top Gun 4K Steelbook. I think it includes a booklet as well as, yes, no, maybe it doesn't. No, it includes the continuity script though, dialogue and production notes booklet. So it would have been nice maybe to have a booklet as well as the stuff actually on the discs, because I don't think Top Gun Maverick has actually had its own booklet. The only releases it's had have been Steelbook ones without an additional thing. Well, I might be wrong. But I would have been surprised if I didn't buy it if they had. Anyway, like I said, that's me, and thank you very, very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button, share, subscribe if you're interested in seeing any more videos. I've got some more videos coming up. One might be, I think I'm going to try and do reviews of what I've been watching, and that'll be a first for me. I've never done reviewing before, so you can tune in and laugh at me and see if I get that wrong. Okay, thanks very much indeed for watching. Keep on enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you again soon. Cheers.